Can you see Monty like waving there? Look. Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and this is issue number 20 of I've Been to the Comic Shop. And what I do on these is I go to my local comic shop, Final Frontier in Plymouth, and I go through the 50p and £1 bins, talk about the comics I got, and also some of the new releases and things. So let's get into this one. I've been to the comic shop. I've been to the comic shop. So this is actually going to be the last one. The last one that I do of these each week. But I am still going to be going to the comic shop. And what will happen is some of the covers that I love the most, I'll be putting them into my top 10 comic book covers of the month. So I'm trying to cut down on the amount of videos I'm doing. And it's going to be weird going to the comic shop and not making videos about what I picked up. It's going to be very strange, but this week I have been mostly getting comics, and what we got was the new Previews Comic Shop catalogue came out, issue number 416, and look, we've got a red Sonja on the cover. I haven't looked inside of this one yet, but I have gone through these two things, which are the previews for Marvel and DC. Now have a look at this. There are so many beautiful things in this one, in the DC one, because what they're doing is, it looks like they're doing probably for October, what's it called, Halloween. They've got like these things called Night Terrors. So all the characters have got like these 2-issue runs of different things about this thing called Night Terrors. And there's a Poison Ivy one, there's a Harlequin one somewhere. I don't know where that one is, but look at these. I couldn't believe how beautiful some of these things was in here. Look, and we've also got a Starfire, one of my favourite characters. Tales of the Titans, issue number 1. So that was cool, and I haven't gone through that yet, so I don't know what's in that. But let's have a quick flick, as they say. I like the covers on this one, but I'm not really interested in a James Bond comic. There's the red Sonja. Oh, this is a nice one as well, Victory. So I'll go through that. Well, I'm not doing those videos anymore. But what we've also got here is, this one was from Final Frontier. It arrived this week. It's The Neighbours, issue number 2. I don't know who the cover is, but I love that. Look, we've got the character, these little... There's something quite nice about that. Almost as if these two characters are inside of our head or something. But I don't know why, but Forbidden Planet, they always seem to put their comics upside down in the bags, which is a bit weird. Nah. But and also, what happened was, I didn't get any Wonder Womans in the comic shop, because I like to get a Wonder Woman of the Week comic, but I unboxed some DC Women of... was it? I think it was Women of DC comics, and inside of it were these Wonder Womans. So we had 3, so these will be in a future mystery box video, but this one was my favourite one, issue 223. I love the style of this. It's cool, it is. Now there was a beautiful Wonder Woman comic in the comic shop. It's issue 798, I think it is. And I sort of wanted it, but I thought, because I'm trying to keep my budget down. If I'd been going crazy with my money, I would have bought it. It's beautiful. You've got like a Wonder Woman character here, and her face down here. It's cool, it is. This one here, Generation X, issue number 87. They had loads of these, all with like a really nice covers, but this was my favourite. And I got this one because I want to see who did the cover, because I love the style of it, and I want to see if they've done any more. If they've done any more like sexy covers. Like I'd love a cover like this artist. I'd love this artist to do a Poison Ivy in this style. It's beautiful. This next one, Eve. Well, so these were what I do is I leave the, I haven't even gone through these yet. All I do is I take the sticker off the back and I leave the price on as well. So these were in the £1 bins. So this is Eve Valkyrie, issue number 3. It's a cool cover and it's also from the Eve video game. So I like collecting video game comics. I'm intrigued to see what the inside art looks like on this one. But look at that. That reminds me a bit of Loic Zimmerman. The cover is brilliant. Yeah, see, inside, the artwork inside is very, I would sort of say, generic. But that cover, I love that. It's quite cool. I've never played the Eve game, but I used to know someone at my old job who loved that game. Like, they were obsessed with it. This next one, this one's been in the, this one's been in there for a few weeks. And I was thinking about it before, but it really stood out to me this week. For some reason, so this is Green Arrow 49 variant cover. I love the simplicity of it. And I like the way that grass is sort of like blending in with the... It's cool, it is, that effect. So I don't know nothing about the Green Arrow character. And it's a bloke, and I prefer collecting female characters, but I thought that was a really nice cover. Green and yellow is a very sexy colour combination. Now this next one's brilliant, because this one here, look, it's a wraparound cover. I love wraparound covers, one of my favourite things. So this is The Warning, issue number 5. It's a shame it's not an issue 1. I quite like the artwork here, look at that, look. Again, it's nothing like amazing, the artwork inside. But this one, I really bought it just for the cover. Because I thought it was a cool cover. Oh, I love this next one. Morbius, the Living Vampire, issue number 1. So this is a Marvel comic. And look, I don't know why Marvel does this, but they put that big red border across the bottom, which is, for me, that sort of ruins the... It ruins the cover sort of thing, because it's almost like that takes up probably 10% of the cover is a red bar. It's silly. It's also when they sometimes I've seen they put adverts across the top, like they'll say Green Lantern the film in cinemas next week or something, like DC does that, and it ruins the... I don't like that. They shouldn't be putting adverts on the cover, but I thought this was a really sort of striking cover. And it's an issue 1, which is brilliant. So again, I don't know nothing about this character or nothing, but because it's an issue 1, you could probably read that, and if you like it, get some more. This next one, Cyber Force, issue number 2. So I've got a few other of these Cyber Forces, and inside it's got one of my favourite, I say that a lot, my favourite characters, but one of the characters I've sort of fallen in love with is in the Cyberforce comics. I'm seeing if I can find her in here. There she is. She is, I believe she's called Velocity. I might be wrong, but I think she's Velocity. So again, I'm not really into that cover. I'm not excited by the cover, but I said to myself, if I see any Cyber Forces, I'm going to get them, because I'm going to try and complete that was 50p as well. This next one, £1, Ballistic, issue number 1. The cover was intriguing me, and because what I do is I go through the 50p and £1 bins, I put out a load of comics, and then at the end I decide which ones I'm going to keep and which. So some of them I put back, and this one I put it back, and I got it back out again because something inside my head said, something told me to get this one. I don't know why. She's a cool character. I like the way they put that heart in the panel. So I'm liking the artwork. Look at him, look. Yeah, it's an issue 1 as well, which is brilliant. But this is by the publisher's Black Mask. I've never heard of those before. So I thought Oh, it's got a board as well, which is always quite cool. Now this next one's interesting. Martian Manhunter issue number 8 from DC. This was £1. So this character here, I'm not really. It's this here. The way they've put these characters in the background. There's something really cool about this. So for me, that's like a brilliant cover, that is. Even though I'm not keen on this character, I just think it's cool. So anything with aliens as well. Oh, I like the style of these characters. Look, they got sort of their proportions are all weird. I like that. This is beautiful artwork in here. See, I like the comics where the internal artwork is stylised. I think I'd rather have a boring... I'm not sure. Would you rather have a boring cover and beautiful artwork inside, or the most beautiful cover but really boring artwork on the inside? I suppose it depends what you're doing. Some comics you get them just for the covers. So if you want to read it, look at this one. Look, there was a load of these, and this was my favourite. This was my favourite cover. This is issue 4 of Eternity Girl. But I like this little character. Yeah. And look, his hair looks like the clouds or something. So I'm hoping that this is going to have stylised artwork again. Nah, see? Again, it's a bit sort of generic, the artwork. That's a shame, that is. Because I was hoping that these characters were going to be sort of... I'm a bit disappointed with that one. I was expecting to be blown away by the inside artwork. Shade the Changing Girl issue 6. So I'm actually I'm changing this. No, I'm collecting this one. Shade the Changing Girl and Shade the Changing Woman. I'm collecting these, and this is probably one of my favouriteest covers actually so far from this Shade the Changing Girl. It looks like somebody's ripping her face. It's like her face is being ripped. I like that. It's effective. I like those colours as well. This next one, thumbprint issue number 2. Now this one here has got... Oh yeah. Look at the artwork inside. I love that when you get big black lines and shadows. I love it. And the paper is like rough paper. Because what happens is when you're reading a comic, the texture of the paper is sort of part of the experience. Oh, I'm loving this artwork. I'm so glad I got that one. Because this was another one I was sort of... I'm in an R-in on whether to get it or not. So I'm going to look out for this now. Thumbprint. If I see any more of those. I want to have a look in this one. This is a really thick one. It's called Marvel... Oh no! Look, there's a sticker on the... Oh cool, it's a wraparound... Is it? No, it's not. There's a sticker on the cover. Look, Caffey's Comics. Huh. There must have used to be a comic shop in Plymouth called Caffey's Comics. So it's £1.20 that was. So I think this is full of like loads of different things about Marvel Comics. And I believe I've got one of these somewhere else. Look, we've got sketches and everything. So this is like behind the... Yay! This is like behind the scenes of Marvel Comics. What's the date on this one, I wonder? April 1997. The year when the... what was it? We had... Well, I think that's got water damage, actually. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like water damage and a stick on the front. But I didn't buy this for the cover. I bought this to read the inside. Because you're going to get... I'm quite interested to read it. And I think it was Comic Deal on YouTube, Comic Deals. He's got a video about how to get these stickers off without ruining the paper. So I'll have to watch that and try to get that off. That's brilliant. But it's elevated. I wish you could see feel how thick it is. It's very thick. Yeah, that's what she said. So what I'm thinking is, what must have happened here is the comic shop, Final Frontier. He's quite cleverly put the sticker on top of that sticker, look. So you can't really see it. Sneaky. But I'm thinking what happened is that comic shop must have gone bust or something and gave all the comics to the comic shop, Final Frontier. Or maybe they got them for... Oh, yeah. So these two here are bundles. So what they do is they have these bundles. I think this is... Yeah, this is issues 1, 2 and 3 of Beast of Burden for £3. So I haven't seen... this is cover 1. I love that. This is cover 3. I haven't seen cover 2 yet. Oh, my favourite's cover 1. Look how cool those covers are. Now, I've got some of these before. I picked up a couple of these in the... I think they were 50p or £1 each. They were like one-shots, Beast of Burden's one-shots in the 50p and £1 bins. I did a bit of research, and what it is these dogs, I think it's the dogs, what they are is, they are psycho, what are they called? Psycho detectives. So like they're basically they're Ghostbusters or something. Yeah, like their dog, like Stranger Things. Got a preview of Stranger Things. And look at the artwork, it's beautiful. So I love comics with animals as the characters. Because in the future I want to make a comic about my Peter the Penguin. And all my little characters. Look, this is brilliant. Oh yeah. That's probably my favourite thing from the comic shop this week. And I've got, because Harlequin come out this week, but I went in the comic shop on Tuesday. So I've got Harlequin coming next week, which is the new one. Now this one here, this was £5. It's the first 5 issues of Rogues. So look, Odd Parenthood it says. So I haven't seen what the other covers look like yet. But what I'm hoping is, nice quality paper here. This is by Amigo. Never heard of Amigo. I'm hoping this is going to be a bit funny. That's what I'm hoping. Look at the baby. Look, the baby's like yeah, I'm going to like this one. I think this is going to be all about the characters. I think I'm going to fall in love with those characters. That's what I'm hoping. So we've got issue 1. No, we haven't. What have we got here? We've got issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4 and issue 5. They're not amazing covers. They're nice covers. That's probably my favourite one. Issue 2. Look, she's running off with a baby. And that one's in a bag as well, which is always nice. So this is one I really want to read, and I'm hoping, it's probably not, but I'm hoping that's the full run, but I bet it isn't. Mature readers from 2015 this is. And so that was it for this week's I've been to the comic shop. So like I said, I'm not going to do these anymore, because I'm trying to cut down on the amount of videos I'm doing, and I'm going to focus on... I'm still going to do my top 10 comic book covers of the month, and so what will happen is at the end of each month, I'll go through all the comics I've got from the comic shop and all the comics I got from Forbidden Planet and mystery boxes, and I'll pick my best 10 out. So what will happen is, like this one here, I'm guessing, I've got a feeling this one might be in my top 10 for the month of what would it be? Oh no! Oh what? I've just recorded the top 10 comics of the month of April, and I forgot to include these ones. Yeah, I think that one might have made the top 10. That's a shame. So well, I hope you enjoyed this, and that's it, I suppose. Well, it's not exactly the most professional way to end this series, but we got to issue 20 of this. I've been to the comic shop. This is quite cool. So that's it for this. What I'm expecting to one day in the future. I might do one of these in the future. Like every now and again, I might do one, but I'm not gonna do one each week anymore because I think it was a bit silly. Yeah, I enjoyed doing these though. I am gonna miss it because it is fun. But as they say, nothing lasts forever. So I shall see you later for another one. Well, I won't, because there's not going to be any more. Oh, I've been to the comic shop.